أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to week 8 Monday's class. Jazakumullah everyone for arriving early and waiting patiently. Now let's start our class with our Monday's dua. If I could have a student to the mic, please.
Can G2633 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum G2633.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with those. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
And tasmiyah. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Very nice. Now, if you can repeat after me and everyone at home as well. Rabbi shrah li
Rabbi shrah li
sadri
sadri
wa yassir li
wa yassir li
amri.
amri.
Could you read the translation, please?
Okay. Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me.
Very nice. And what does it say just down here?
Taha, verse 26 to 27.
Well done. So what does that mean? Do you know that?
It's Taha means Surah Al-Taha, and
Mhm.
26 to 27 means verse 26 to verse 27.
That's correct. Well done. Very nicely explained. Jazakumullah G2633. MashaAllah. Very nicely explained. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Can I quickly say something?
Yes.
So I had Ijtima this week,
Okay.
and I got first place in Tilawat because of everybody who was, this year 2 class.
Oh, that's mashallah. Very well done. And
I can't hear you.
we'll agree that if they practice their tilawat every day, they will inshallah do very well. Jazakumullah and well done.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Right. So let's go on to our etiquettes. Now you should be thinking that we are in a mosque environment and you should have done your ablution, your wudu, and you should be wearing clean clothes and your head should be covered with a dupatta or a topi. And make sure you're sitting in a quiet place, and we would like it if a parent could be present. Now make sure you're using your correct ID. And if you're not, we will have to place you into the waiting room within a few minutes. And if you're not sure about your correct ID, please do email on this email, ukquranclass@gmail.com, and inshallah we will provide you with your correct ID. Okay, now there will be a Google form in the chat. Make sure to fill it in before the end of the class, and your attendance will be noted, inshallah. Now, today we have a very excited schedule for our class. We will be having a quiz, a fun quiz, to remind us of all the rules we have been learning. After that, we will go through the QRS stage 2, and then we will go on to our practice text, which is 110, and we will start chapter 2, inshallah, which is Surah Al-Baqarah. And around 6:50, inshallah, we will consolidate and I will let you know what the homework is. Okay, let's now go on to our quiz. Now, the quiz is a fun way to revise some of the things we have been learning so far. And it will be very easy and fun, and you will, inshallah, find out which topics you need to revise and which you still which you're okay with. If I could ask the co-host to stop sharing the poll yet. Yeah, Jazakumullah. Yes, stop sharing. Jazakumullah. Now, okay, right. So, okay, just want to explain to you how the quiz will go. There will be questions displayed, and each questions will have 4 options. And make sure that you answer the question on the poll that appears on your screen, and make sure to press submit, otherwise your question will not be submitted. And try to do the quiz without any help. So, and then you will find out which areas you need to work on more, and you can go back and do some more revision. And you can also find out which areas you're confident at. Great, so we will start now, inshallah. And if I can ask the support teacher if she's ready.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's start. Okay, so the first question is, what is the timing on soft elongation? Remember, we had soft elongation last week. So is it 1 count? Is it 2 counts? Is it 3 to 5 counts? Is it 4 to 6 counts? Remind yourself what is soft elongation, and then try to answer. Is it 1 count, 2 counts, 3 to 5 counts, 4 to 6 counts? And make sure to answer and click submit. If you're not sure, just try to answer what you think is right. Okay. Right, so let's reveal the answer. If we can stop the poll now and we can reveal the answer. Great. Okay. So the answer is 2 counts. And most of you had this right, correct? About 29% said 1 count and 61% said 2 counts. MashaAllah, well done. So remember, Fatha Kasra Zama are 1 count, and soft elongation is 2 counts. Okay, so if you're not too sure, make sure to go back and revise. Right, now the next question is, which of these are examples of soft elongation? And we have he. Actually, let me start from 1. Is it aw, oo, lay, oo, he? So is it 1 and 5? Is it 2 and 3? Is it 2 and 4? Is it 1 and 3? Which option is it? Remind yourself what soft elongation is, and then you can try and answer. Okay, let's wait a few more seconds. Okay. All right, let's go on to reveal the answer now and end the poll. Great. So the answer is 1 and 3. And I think you are not too sure about soft elongation because there was sort of mixed response. 29% said 1 and 5, 23 said 2 and 3, 25 said 2 and 4, and 23 said 1 and 3. So it is 1, this, and it is 3. Okay. Now, right. Now, let's go on to question 3. And question 3 is Yaleen is when Sakin Ya comes straight after letter carrying a fatha. Ya comes straight after letter carrying a fatha. Sakin Ya is preceded by a consonant carrying a stroke of fatha. Yaleen is Sakin Ya. Which of these is it? Remind yourself what Yaleen is, and then you will know. Okay, let's reveal the answer now. If you can stop. Okay, right. So the answer is this and this. So these two are essentially the same. It says Sakin Ya comes straight after letter carrying a fatha, and Sakin Ya is preceded by a consonant carrying stroke of fatha. So it is just the same thing, but just worded in a different way. So basically, Yaleen is if there is a sukoon sign on top of a ya, and before the ya, there is a letter which carries a fatha. Great. So let's go on to the next question. Wawleen is when Sakin Waw is preceded by a consonant bearing a stroke of fatha. Is Wawleen when Waw bears a sukoon, or is Wawleen when Waw carries a kasrah, or is Wawleen when Sakin Waw comes straight after a letter carrying a fatha? Okay, so this is a bit similar to Yaleen. Let's see. If you understood Yaleen, you will understand Wawleen as well. Okay, let's see how many answered. Right, let's end the poll now. Okay. So most of you had this correct. It's the first answer and the last answer. And mashallah, 65% answered for the first answer and 67% answered for this. Well done. Right, so let's go on to the next question. What is an example of ba? What is this an example of? Okay, is it waw mad? Is it alif mad? Is it hamza sakin? Or is it maftuh alif? Which one is it? Waw mad? Is it alif mad? Hamza sakin? Maftuh alif? Remind yourself what these words mean, and then you will know. What does mad mean? What does sakin mean? What does maftuh mean? Okay, let's end the poll and see. Okay, right. So the answer is hamza sakin, and 34 got it correct. Most of you thought it's alif mad, and that was 39%, and 13% thought it was waw mad. 14% thought it was maftuh alif. Now remember, maftuh, it sounds like fatha, doesn't it? So maftuh alif means fatha on top of an alif. Okay, so it can't be that, because here alif carries alif carries a sukoon sign. Okay, And mad has something to do with elongation. Okay, so we have mad saghir, we have mad kabir, we have other type of mads. So it has always something to do with elongation. So it can't be waw mad and it can't be alif mad. But because there is a sukoon sign on top of it, and alif is pronounced exactly like hamza, yeah, and this is called hamza sakin. Okay, now any letter carrying a sukoon sign is called sakin. Okay, let's carry on to the next question. Question 6. What do you do here? Read for 2 counts. Make a soft jerk. You ignore the alif. It's 1 and 2. So read it for 2 counts and make a soft jerk. Which answer is it? Okay, just a few more seconds. Make sure to submit your answer. Okay, let's stop now. Right, so most of you had it correct. Well done, 57%. But some thought, 12% thought you have to read it for 2 seconds, and 9% thought ignore the alif, and 22% thought it's 1 and 2. Now, I know that if there is an alif preceding a maftu letter, a blank alif, you have to pronounce it for 2 seconds. Prolong it for 2 seconds. But remember here we have a sukoon sign. Okay, so this can't be correct. Now, with a sukoon sign on top of an alif or a hamza, you have to make a soft jerk. And we can't ignore the alif because it carries a sukoon sign, so it can't be this. And it's not 1 because it can't be prolonged for 2 seconds. Right. Okay, this is an easy one. What is the name of this symbol? Is it shadda? Is it mushaddad? Is it tashdeed? Or is it a waw? Which one is it? Shadda, mushaddad, tashdeed, or waw? Okay, let's end the poll. All right. So there are 2 correct answers. It's shadda and tashdeed, and most of you did get it right. 64% said shadda and 45% said tashdeed. There were a few who said mushaddad. That's because it sounds the same. But remember, if a letter carries a tashdeed, it will be mushaddad. For example, waw carrying a tashdeed will be called waw mushaddad. Okay, right, let's go on to the next one. What is a letter that carries a fatha or vertical fatha called? Oh, I just said it in a previous question. Is it kaf? Is it madammam? Is it maftuh? Or is it maksur? Which is it? This is not too hard. This is an easy one, just terminology. Okay, I can see that most of you have answered. Let's end the poll and reveal the answer. Yes, most of you, mashallah, 88% got it right. It is maftuh. And mudammam is if a letter carries a dhamma, and maksur is if a letter carries a kasra. And it's not kaf. Oh no. So next question, I've already told you. What is a letter that carries a kasra or a vertical kasra called? Is it munawwan? Is it maksur? Is it mudammam? Or is it kaf? Okay. Let's end the poll. This was an easy answer, easy question. Yes. So 78% said maksur. Well done. Maksur is the right answer. What is Ghunnah? It's a sustained nasal sound. It's a clear sound. It's another name for noon, another name for ghain. What is Ghunnah? Is it a sustained nasal sound, a clear sound, another name for noon, or is it ghain? Make sure to press submit. Okay, let's end the poll. Correct. Well done, mashallah. 85% said it's a sustained nasal sound. Well done, mashallah. Okay. Where do you make Ghunnah? Do you make Ghunnah on sakin neem, sakin noon, neem and noon, neem mushaddad and noon mushaddad? Which is it? Sakin neem, sakin noon, neem and noon, neem mushaddad and noon mushaddad. Let's end the poll now. Right, mashallah. 75% got the right answer. It's neem mushaddad and noon mushaddad. You make the Ghunnah and then you prolong it for a bit. Okay, now, what is a letter that carries a dhamma or inverted dhamma called? Is it kaf, maftuh, seen, madammam? That's an easy one as well. Make sure to answer quickly because we will end the poll really quickly. All right, let's end the poll now. Well done, mashallah. 90% said mudammam, and mudammam is the right answer. Well done. Okay, next question. How many dals are actually here? How many dals can you see here? 1, 2, 3, or 4? This is an easy question as well, and we will end the poll really quickly. Make sure to answer really quickly. Okay, let's end the poll. Right. So 54% said 1 and 39% said 2. And 2 is the right answer. The explanation is, if you just hold on 1 second, the explanation is that shadda is actually a combined of 2 dal sakins. So instead of writing a dal with a sakin and another dal with the sakun sign, we write 1 dal with a shadda. Okay, so there are actually 2 dals here. This was a bit confusing, but remember, tashdid is a combined for 2 sakuns. Okay, so there should be actually 2 dals, but just to make it easy, and we normally write a tashdid. Okay, well done. Jazakumullah, and I hope you now understand some of the terminology, and please do go back and revise the topics you don't know. And well done to those who have scored very well. Jazakumullah. Okay, let's go on to just 1 second. Okay, now I will go through QRS 2. We had QRS 1 last week, Monday. And basically we went up to part 5, and now we will start with part 6, and part 6 is called La Yuhibbullahu, and it starts with Surah An-Nisa, verse 149, and it ends in Surah Al-Maidah, verse 83. This is part 6. And then part 7 starts with Surah Al-Maidah, verse 84, and ends with Surah Al-An'am, verse 111. Okay, now guess where part 8 starts with. Part 7 finishes with Surah Al-An'am 111. So part 8 starts with Surah Al-An'am, the next verse, which is 112. Okay, and it ends with Surah Al-Araf, verse 88. Part 9 starts with Surah Al-Araf, verse 89, and ends with Surah Al-Anfal, verse 41. And part 10 starts with Surah Al-Anfal, verse 42, and ends with Surah At-Tawbah, verse 93. And that was QRS stage 2, which is from part 6 to part 10. Okay, now let's go on to our practice text. Let me just quickly. Okay, so our practice text for today is Surah An-Nasr. It was revealed in Medina. It's in part 30, and it's chapter number 110. It has 4 verses and 1 ruku, and the order of revelation is 114. Now, if I could have a student to the mic.
Can G2583 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum, G2553.
83.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, G2583. How are you today?
I am fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Thousand Tasmiyah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Let's start with Taus first, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Very nicely recited. Well done. Now, if you can follow me, just before I start reciting, I just want to explain to you. This is Mad Kabir, which is the extra long elongation, just here. Okay, so as I said before, Mad has something to do with elongation. This is the extra long elongation. Do you know how long we would make a letter if it carries a Mad Kabir?
46 seconds.
Well done, very well done. Okay, so let's start. إذا جاء نصر الله
إذا جاء نصر الله
والفتح.
والفتح.
Very nice. Do you want to try and recite yourself this verse
Yes.
again? Okay.
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح.
Very nice. Just with the jar, you said correctly that it is 4 to 6 seconds. So make sure to prolong it for a bit longer, okay? Or 4 to 6 counts, okay? Now, with this part here, when you join the ra onto the lam here, because this is the name of Allah, you will round your mouth a bit, and this is just with if there is a zamma and a fatha preceding the name of Allah, okay? And we will probably go on and revise this rule as well. So it's rullahi.
Rullahi.
Very nice, well done. Okay, do you want to try and recite this verse?
Yes. ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا.
Very nice, well done. Now, you know, this is noon mushaddad. What do we do with noon mushaddad? Do you remember? We had it in the quiz. So with noon mushaddad and mim mushaddad, we do ghunnah, and we stay on it for about 2 counts. So it will be tanna. Okay? Remember the ghunnah we had in the quiz. So this is how you do the ghunnah with noon mushaddad and the mim mushaddad. Okay? Now if you can repeat after me and everyone at home as well. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ
ورأيت الناس
يَدْخُلُونَ
يدخلون
فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ
في دين الله
أَفْوَاجًا.
أفواجا.
Very nice. Very nicely recited, mashallah, G2 583. I like the prolongation. You prolonged everything just the right amount of time. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz. Okay, let's have another student to the mic.
Can G2594 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum, G2 594.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with thousand tasmiyah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice. Could you start from here, please?
فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر. Do I stop here?
You can carry on. Yes, you usually stop here because there is this little to.
Okay. For
Yes.
إنه كان توابا.
Very nicely recited, mashallah, and you did the prolongation very nicely as well. Remember, when we stop here, in here, we and we will probably go through the rules as well. You recite it as tawaba. Okay, so you just read one of the fatha, and you can prolong it for about 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Now I liked how you stopped here. You did it really nicely. I could hear the little the ha sound which you did just here. It was wastaghfir. So we have to have the ha sound before we stop. Well done. Right. So again we have noon mushaddad here. Do you know what we do with noon mushaddad?
It's a Ghunnah, so we press on it for 2 seconds.
Yes, exactly. Well done. Do you want to try and recite this again?
Innahu.
Well done. Just stay on it for a little longer, okay?
Okay.
Try to stay on it longer and try and recite it again.
Innahu.
Well done. That was better, mashallah. Now, if you can repeat after me and everyone at home as well. Fasabbih bihamdi
Fasabbih bihamdi
rabbika
rabbika
wastaghfir
wastaghfir
innahu kana
innahu kana
tawwaba.
tawwaba.
Very nice. Well done, mashallah. G2 594. Very nicely recited. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, let's go on to our next chapter, which is Surah Al-Baqarah. And Surah Al-Baqarah is also a chapter which was revealed in Medina. It's in part 1, 2, and 3. So it's the longest chapter in the Holy Quran. That's why it's in part 1, 2, and 3. And it's chapter number 2. So remember, chapter number 1 is Surah Al-Fatiha, and chapter number 2 is Surah Al-Baqarah. It has 287 verses. It has 40 rakus, and the order of revelation is 87. Okay, now let's go on and start Surah Al-Baqarah. If I could have a student to the mic.
Can J2555 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum, G2555.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Tauz and Tasmiyah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice. Okay. Now, do you think you can recite this first verse for me? This first bit, or do you want to follow me? Shall I recite for you and then you can follow me? Yes?
Okay.
All right. Okay, just before I recite, I would like to explain something here. So we have Alif, we have Lam, and we have Mim here. And on top of the Lam, we have a Mad Kabir, which is an extra long elongation. And then we have an extra long elongation on top of the Mim. But then we have a Shadda here, Tashdid. Just one second. Okay, so what we do, we will read this as Alif Lam Mim, but we will apply this extra long elongation here, and then when we are reading the Lam, we will join onto the Mim, and we will join onto it as if we are joining with a tashdid. So we will press on it when we are joining. Okay, just listen carefully. Alif Lam Mim. Okay, again, because it's Mim and it carries a tashdid here, a shadda here, we will do the Ghunnah as well. So I stayed on the Mim for about 2 seconds as well. Okay, now try and recite.
Alif Lam Mim.
Very nice. Just try to prolong the lam for a bit longer, for 4 to 6 counts, and then stay on the meme. And again, try to prolong the meme for extra long. Okay, try again.
Alif Lam Mim.
That was better. Well done. We have to make the Ghunnah on the meme, remember, because there is a shadda on the meme. Okay, so try to make the Ghunnah as well, everyone at home as well. I will repeat again. Alif Lam Mim. Okay, now do you want to recite this next verse, or would you like to follow me?
I will read it by myself.
Sorry, could you repeat that, please?
I will read by myself.
Oh, that's great. Try and recite. Jazakallah.
Zalikal kitab la raiba fihi hudal lil muttaqin.
Very nice. Well done. I liked the prolongation. You prolonged every letter the correct amount of time. Well done. And your pronunciation of the letters was very nice as well. We haven't gone through this rule, but when you see these 3 dots here and the 3 dots here, we have to stop on either one of them. So either you stop here or you stop here, but everything else you read correctly. Well done. So if you can follow me. Dhalikal kitabu.
Zalikal kitabu
La raiba fi.
la raiba fi
Hudal lil muttaqin.
lil muttaqin.
Well done. Now with ra, remember it is when you pronounce it, you round your mouth a bit. Raiba.
Raiba.
Well done. I could hear it now. Well done. That was really nicely recited, mashallah. G2 555. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah. Okay. Now, let's carry on and have another student to the mic.
Can G2 581 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum, G2 581.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am very well, alhamdulillah, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Thousand Tasmiyah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Very nice. Now, would you like to recite yourself, or do you want to follow me?
I'll recite myself.
Okay, if you can start from here. Oops, sorry. Right, I can't highlight it now. Yes, if you start from here, please. You can start from here. Okay, G2 581. Can you unmute yourself? All right, let's carry on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're here. Okay, if you can start from here then.
الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون.
Well done, mashallah. That was really nicely recited. I could hear that you pronounced all the thick letters correctly, and most of the throat letters you pronounce correctly as well. Do you know with this letter, how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it softly or not soft, not so soft?
Softly.
Yes. Do you want to try and pronounce this letter again?
The.
The. Well done. That's it. Can you read this bit?
Okay. الذين.
Well done. I could hear it now. I couldn't hear it before, but you pronounced it correctly now. Well done. Okay. Now, just here, I think you have you probably, because we were reading really quickly, you have. Do you know how long you read the noon for?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. So you do know. And what is this bit called here? This word.
Vertical Kasrah.
Well done. Okay. So you, if you could recite this part for me again, please.
Okay. رزقناهم.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Now, if you can recite after me and everyone at home as well. الذين يؤمنون
الذين يؤمنون
بالغيب
بالغيب
ويقيمون الصلاة
ويقيمون الصلاة
ومما رزقناهم
ومما رزقناهم
ينفقون.
ينفقون.
Well done. Remember, we have a tashdid, a shadda on top of the meme. Do you know what we do if there is a shadda on top of meme and noon?
Do you do a nasal sound?
A nasal sound. So what's that called? The nasal sound. We had it in the quiz. It's called Ghunnah.
Yeah, Ghunnah.
But the nasal sound was correct as well. Well done. So how long do we stay on the meme for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. So mimma.
مما.
Stay on the meme. You have to stay on the meme for 2 seconds, and then after it, you prolong it as well, because there is an alif. So alif madya here as well. So stay on the meme, and then prolong it for 2 seconds. Okay.
مما.
That's it. And then you have to prolong it as well after it. But the main thing at the moment is the ghunnah here. Well done. Remember the ghunnah on the meme and the noon, everyone at home as well. Whenever there is a tashdid, a shadda on top of a meme and noon, sit on it for 2 seconds and make a ghun. Well done. Very nicely recited, mashallah, to G2 581. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Let's have the next student.
Can G2553 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum, G2 552.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Thousand Tasmiyah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Very nice. Do you want to, are you okay reciting yourself, or do you want to follow me?
Please, can I follow you?
Okay, yes, of course you can. All right, just before I start, I would like to explain a few rules. Now, here we have a madde saghir, which means a medium long stretch. Now, if you look at this madde saghir and at this madde kabir, you can see the difference. So this is a bit bold, and this is not so bold. This one is 4 to 6 seconds, and this one is 2 to 4 seconds, okay? And we have another one here. So we have to make sure when we're prolonging these letters, the meme here and the meme here, we have to prolong it for 2 to 4 seconds, okay? Right.
Okay.
وَالَّذِينَ
وَالَّذِينَ
يُؤْمِنُونَ
يُؤْمِنُونَ
بِمَا
بِمَا
أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ
أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ إِلَيْكَ
Well done. وَمَا
وَمَا
أُنزِلَ
أُنزِلَ
مِن قَبْلِكَ.
مِن قَبْلِكَ.
Very nice. So this little gem here means we have to we can stop here, okay? وَبِالْآخِرَةِ
وَبِالْآخِرَةِ
هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ.
هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ.
Very nice, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah G2 552. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Okay, now we are nearly at the end of our class, and I would like to consolidate our lesson, and I would like to tell you what the homework is. So today we had our quiz. Make sure to revise the topics you are not too confident about. And today we practiced chapter 110, Surah An-Nasr, and we started chapter 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, and we went through the QRS stage 2, and today's homework is to apply the rules we have revised so far in your daily tilawat. It is very important, so you can get used to them, and you can always apply them in your tilawat. Now let's go on to our end dua. If I could have a student to the mic, please.
Can G2 562 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum G2 562. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I am very well, alhamdulillah, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Thousand Tasniya. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Waj'alhu
واجعله
li
لي
imaman wa
إماما
nuran wa
ونورا
hudan wa
وهدى
rahmah.
ورحمة.
Very nice. And could you read the translation, please, as well?
Okay. And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Well done. Very nicely recited. And the translation as well. Jazakumullah G2 562. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, now this brings us to the end of our class. Jazakumullah everyone for joining. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.